expecting perfection, you've come to the wrong place. But here's what you can expect from just about every single YouTube live I do. Number one, cutting edge content about how to show up more authentically and make your life better and your business better. And two, laser coaching for people who want to step into what I like to call the warm seat. I don't want it to be uncomfortably hot for you. But you can kind of think of me as like a dog following a scent. I will take you through my process of emotional inquiry, and I'm here to ask questions and help you hone in on and untangle whatever thoughts and feelings are impacting you right now on whatever topic we're talking about. So it's a fine line between inviting someone to open up to me and like poking too hard and to make them shut down. I do my best to meet people where they're at, trust my instincts, and follow my aliveness. Please remember that this is a YouTube live and it is being recorded and it will be used to help spread the word about my business and offerings. So although I'll do my best to create a safe space for you to show up, it's really up to you to decide if what you want to talk about or bring up would be more appropriate to do in a one-on-one conversation with me. So that said, I am thrilled that you are joining me today. I've got my awesome assistants on the call to manage the chat and field your questions. If you want to submit a pre-recorded question or participate live, you can go to wendygarrido.com/help and fill out the form. In the meantime, hydrate if you're thirsty, pee if you need to, take a long, loud sigh if you can get away with it, and settle in. All right, we're live. After some technical difficulties of me doing a major fuck up and accidentally ending the live stream instead of turning off one camera. But in the meantime, we got rid of Beth's green screening shirt showing a living room on her shirt. And, I missed some chats.
Didn't you say it was not perfect? If you're expecting perfect.
Exactly.
Isn't that the first thing you said in your intro?
Isn't it smart? This is the way that I'm smart sometimes.
Because things just aren't perfect. They're like a little bit messy. They're messy.
It's kind of real. It's kind of how it
is. Kind of real. And that you're all about that. You're all about that kind of real.
All right. So this is part 2 of Wendy and Beth. Post conversation on the surprisingly small impact of touching the lives of tens of thousands of people. And you were just saying, Beth, that you were thinking that we had some poignant points.
We did. After we talked and we wove in and out and in and out, we did all this weaving and we did our dancing. Well, this was before that. Yeah, it was like, just consider yourself a success. And then, okay, it's not that aren't more desires and more places to go, but the salient point was really creating some sort of satisfaction with what is. And so that you can you're not in a state of lack, you're not in limbo, you're not immobilized in the gap between where you are and what you want. You're still in the flow of life and enjoying the moment as you evolve and grow towards those things that you are desiring. So, that came out in any number of ways. And you segued into your main topic by going, it's not the huge external things that may keep you in that state of endless sort of dynamic stability. And it's much more likely to keep you in a place where you don't take those deep dives that you can't come back from, as we spoke about with many artists, may do that. So yeah, that's my thing. That's my synopsis of what went on. What do you think?
I agree. I mean, I think in some ways, I don't know how many times I can say the same thing in different ways, but to me, part of it coming on here is I wanted to normalize this sense. Like, I feel like people either feel like they feel guilty because they feel like they should be happy with what they have and everything they've accomplished. And so I want to normalize the fact that it's okay to want more and different than what you've already created, but also to help figure out, well, how do you find happiness within this space of still desiring more? And to me, it comes back to on a daily basis in the moment, seeking pleasure, aliveness, fun, joy, meaning, creativity. But also even the like I was thinking like the grieving. Like I'm in a pretty big grieving process right now related to evolutions in a number of my relationships, and it's like and my life, like being based more in Florida now than I used to be. Like but that's still part of the humanness. It's like still part of being on the journey.
Hmm.
And this idea that we're gonna like get to a point where it's either only gonna be the good stuff or we're just gonna be happy and sit back on our laurels is just an illusion.
Yeah, I think it's just enjoying the process. It's not the nature of life that it's just all on one, one like thing, one plane, one frequency, one like, channel, whatever. No, maybe not channel, that's not right, but there you go through things. That's how it is. And but you want to keep that stable core of enjoyment and perspective, and always keep realigning to kind of just realize that it's a consciousness game in the end. It's all about your perception. And we spoke about creativity too, um, Wendy, that we are essentially creative beings, and you can create good stuff for yourself and not so good stuff, as well.
Yep. Um, I don't know. Is there anything else that you want to talk about in particular or that comes up that you think
Oh gosh, I remember I had some things I wanted to talk about, but of course I forgot. In the
it's
last.
oh, one thing I was talking I don't think you heard was I was talking about how did you hear or did we get cut off when I was talking about how we separate movement out from so much of the rest of our life. Like we're sitting here working on our computers or and it's like, "Oh, we'll go exercise later." But it's like that's bringing the joy into our live stream. It like shifts my energy and your energy and whoever followed along with us. I don't know if it shifted the people who just watched, but maybe it did, maybe it didn't. But it's like to be and I think that's so much of the work that I do is helping people realize like you there's a better way. Like if you feel like you really actually do have to do this thing, then let's find a way to make it enjoyable. Like or how do we like there are so many possibilities of ways that things can be better and so many people just settle. And then the other thing I've often said, and then I just watched a video the other day that sort of corroborated this, was I'm like, some people literally, and I don't mean it in a judgmental way, but some people don't have good imaginations and they like can't imagine a better solution or a better way or a better possibility or a better future for themselves. And it's one of the things that I think maybe it goes, I don't know if it goes along with creativity or what, but I'm like, I can come up with better ways. You give me a thing you want to do, you tell me what the challenges are, and I can come up with
Mm-hmm.
different ways to do it than you've been doing it before.
Yeah, I'm kind of thrilled by solutions. I love solutions. And that's another it's almost a reflection of the same mindset, that if you keep focusing on, the problems or what you don't have, that's what you get more of. But I I find solutions to be incredibly satisfying. And there's solutions all day long for even little things. Like when you fixed your eyeglasses and you got the thing fell off and you fixed them. That's like a solution. And I love it when little solutions have. Sometimes I have some junk out in the yard and I need a table. I like wanted a table for the deck, and I went, gosh, I could take that junk. It would put together for the perfect table. And I got so excited. I mean, solutions are fun, and there's like solutions everywhere. And that is that, even in the little thing, that is that creative mindset that you're talking about, and that you're so good at it,
And it's
Wendy.
a reconfiguring of the variables, right? It's like a
Yeah,
new
yeah,
combination or a new
yeah.
permutation on,
Uh huh.
okay, we have this resource over here that's not being utilized. So how like it's just rearranging things. I think that's a lot of what I do with people is like tell me what you've got that's working for you, tell me what
Hmm.
you got that's stopping you, and then let's rearrange it in a way that works better.
Absolutely, you have a gift for that, and it's
Not for
super
rearranging
fun. Mhm.
Not for
What?
rearranging, not for rearranging clutter. I'm not so good at rearranging
You're
clutter,
not?
but no,
Oh.
not in my
Oh.
life, my house. But
Oh.
when it comes to rearranging, like looking at how can your life flow better, like a more efficient, it's like Tetris. It's almost
Mhm.
like that. Like I do like playing Tetris with boxes and fitting it into the car or fitting it into a closet or something. And it's sort of like, how do we take these different elements of your life that are all important to you and rearrange them so that the ones that matter most are most accessible,
Mhm.
and putting front and center what you really care about.
Yeah. And I like doing that in physical space because I love decorating. So if I were at your house in Florida, we would do that. We would do that together. We would unclutter it and put together all the elements left to make it more beautiful. Or you might just be into clutter at the moment. It's no big deal. I
I've
mean,
been
not clutter, but chaos or whatever. I don't know.
I've been enjoying just finding the things that bring me joy, like the
Yeah.
little, like picking, like I feel like my decoration, my decor,
Uh-huh.
like everything I look at, I'm like, I like that, I
Oh,
like that. So that
then you're
that
not,
part's good. It's
you're
just the
good.
overall mess that gets overwhelming to me.
Well, you have children too. So what are you going to do?
It's easy to blame it on them, but it's not their
Yeah,
fault.
we're gonna do that.
Anyway,
Yeah,
okay. Well, I think we're maybe ready to wrap it up then.
okay.
I don't think there's much else, but it's been a
I
pleasure.
sure had a lot of fun today talking
And
with you.
we'll do it again, I'm sure.
Okay, and thanks to our helper in the background that put it
Yeah,
all
thank you.
together, Amy.
Thank you. All right, now we're officially going to end this live stream the old fashioned, formal way instead of me cutting us all off. Okay,
Bye.
bye. Thank you. Hey, thanks so much for joining me for this YouTube Live. What you're seeing today is pretty freaking typical of what I do every single day with my clients and in my personal life. So if you're loving my vibe, have had a wake up call in your life, and are committed to lowering your stress and increasing your sense of aliveness by being more authentic in every single aspect of your life, then you're in the right place, and I'm here to inspire and support you. From having the six-figure business that burnt me the fuck out, to having the picture perfect family and realizing that it just wasn't enough, to coming out as poly and queer and gender fluid and navigating death and divorce and trauma and heartbreak makes me want to fucking cry thinking about it. And heartbreak, I can hold space for just about anything that you've got going on in your life as the self growth oriented, ever evolving entrepreneur that I know that you are. So, if you know deep down that I'm the right coach for you, there are a couple ways that you can get my heart and my brain focused on your business. So, to participate in this or future lives, you can go to wendygarrido.com/help and submit either your pre recorded questions in advance or fill out the form to be a live guest. But you know as well as I do that there's nothing like ongoing support on an everyday basis to help you really implement lasting change in your life. So that's why I wanted to take a minute to tell you about my membership community for people like you who are bound and determined to create the business and life that you want on your own terms, in your own way, by being true to yourself, despite whatever insanity is happening in the world around us. And every single person who joins is going to have a 90-minute one-on-one welcome call with me where we can get to know each other and drop in at a deeper level in a leisurely manner. So this is not going to be a huge membership where you feel lost in a sea of 1,000 or 5,000 members or however many people have. This is a place to get support on both an emotional and practical level in your business and in your personal life as you get to discover new aspects of yourself, build deeper relationships, spend more of your time and money in alignment with your deepest values, and wake up feeling more and more alive every single day. So, As a member, you'll get behind the scenes videos of me talking about my business and personal life every single week, so you can see authenticity modeled in action. I'm a work in progress. My business is a work in progress. My relationships are ever evolving. And any coach who doesn't acknowledge that that's actually true for all of us is probably feeling challenged themselves by surfing the inevitable waves of change that happen in life. Because no matter what accomplishments you achieve, you're always going to be wanting something more and something different. It's the nature of growth, and it's the nature of being human. The key is to find ways to accept and ideally enjoy where you are today and use the incredible assets and resources that you've already created to build towards the tomorrow that your heart is calling you towards, even if you don't know exactly what that looks like yet. So the three pillars of our community are coaching calls, the community chat, and my ever-growing resource library of books, trainings, courses, and interviews that I've created to support you in being more authentic in every aspect of your life. Given that I'm only one person with only 24 hours in a day, and I'm committed to serving a range of entrepreneurs who are all committed to showing up more authentically in their business and life, there are two ways that you can join the membership. So at the partnership level, you'll get one-on-one calls with me every 6 to 8 weeks to help you talk through the challenges that you're facing, celebrate your wins, and help you strategize the practical next steps. So that's in addition to everything that is included at the community member level. So as a community member, you'll get access to our community chat threads where I'll share posts on a daily basis about everything from like which lover I'm spending time with this week and what we're talking about, to the latest book that I can't stop telling everyone about, to what trends I see in authentic marketing and all sorts of other things. Anything that I think would be helpful or supportive to you, I share it there. You'll also get access to my entire resource library, weekly asynchronous office hours, a monthly Q&A call, and weekly reminders to send me an update about how you're really doing and what's really going on in your life, because I want to fucking know. So if you're interested in joining, you can go to wendygarrido.com/life, LIFE, to sign up today. You'll get instant access to every course I've ever created, as well as access to the membership dashboard, where you can go take a listen to the Get Sold Life members only playlist that I put together on Spotify to support you with whatever you got going on in your life. You can also schedule your one-on-one welcome call with me and then join the community membership chat threads. Like I said, I'm only welcoming 10 new members a month because I want to make sure that I have time to meet each person. So if you get a message about a waiting list, then just add your name to the waiting list. That means that those 10 slots have been filled up for this month, but you'll just be added to the list in order to be to join in either next month or the month after or whatever. So again, wendygarrido.com/life. I would love to start the conversation with you. There's not enough people in anybody's life right now, I don't think, who are having the kinds of conversations about authenticity, about aliveness, about how to break out of the mold and expectations that we grew up with in order to find what actually makes us happy and what actually makes us feel connected to the people around us and feel like there's purpose and joy in the work that we're doing. And that's what we're here to talk about. So that's all for now. And I would love to have you join the membership.